everyone, how are you today? I am here for us to finish up this journal, this cardboard box album, our journal, I mean. Gosh, getting all tongue-tied. Yes, we're going to just add the ephemera, and I may have a few little finishing touches, and then it'll be time to go in the shop. I hope you guys have enjoyed this cover, watching me cover this. And I know you didn't get to see some of the process, but we did it in the last videos as far as binding the book and so forth. So, and you guys have seen me decorate books on the front a lot of times. So I figure, why do that again, you know. If you would have rather seen that and I didn't show it to you, let me know in the comments and I'll try to remember that for the next one. Okay, so we've got the pages in. It's 3 signatures. It's like 156 pages. And I've got, I don't know how much it's going to be able to hold. It's already barking. So I thought the first thing we would do is inside the first part of the journal. I haven't been putting in library pockets, but I thought this one would be pretty right inside here. And I'm going to take these things out so that we can glue it down. I think it needs to be completely glued down because the page will not be heavy enough for any more pockets. So I hope you guys have been staying busy. It is Saturday for me today, and my kids are here, which is wonderful. My son and his family. I've had my granddaughter all week, but they came to pick her up and go to Silver Dollar City and just have a good day together. It cooled off a little bit for this morning, so I hope they got to take advantage of that nice temperature. And anyway, they just text my husband wanting to go to dinner. There's a place called Mellow Mushroom Pizza, and it's an odd name. It's not a localized type restaurant, so they're not everywhere. So some of you may know what I'm talking about. But I wondered if it just meant, okay, just mushrooms or what? Because we don't like them. But no, it means basically just a name, I guess. So everyone knows what they want to eat. Hopefully not mushrooms. Mine is not mushrooms. I do not do mushrooms in any form or fashion. My son tells me I'm missing out. His dad doesn't either. We both, my husband and I, pretty much eat alike. It's so weird. We have the same likes and dislikes as far as food goes. Except one thing, he does not like mayonnaise, anything white, cream cheese, cream potatoes. He doesn't like anything that reminds him of mayonnaise. Now, he will do vanilla ice cream and vanilla shakes. So, he doesn't carry it all the way through. But, yeah, he's a little more picky at eating than I am. But since he's been retired, I've been able to get him to eat some different things. So, I guess he's really willing to be happy with different foods. So I'm going to see if this will clip down. It's sticking really nicely to the paper, but I like to kind of clip them for a few minutes, especially the things that are heavier, you know, and more stubborn, which is usually pockets. So I'm going to stick this one down here a little bit, and then I'll get a couple of these long paper clips and just kind of clip on there for now. And I don't leave it on there for a long time, just a few minutes, and that way they're for sure to be glued down nicely. So that's one thing behind us. Now I made this pocket. They're called different things, and I really don't know the true name, but a lot of people call them policy holders. Some people call them coin pockets, and some just call them envelope with a tie, I guess. And inside it has some paper for journaling. And you saw it you just do a figure 8 to close it. You cross over, hold it down, close it. And what I did is I decided we need to add a little bit of green. We don't want it to be all maroon and pink. Since there was green in the fabric that is this same color. So, okay. I didn't get it quite on there. Let me close it up so it'll be ready. So this is a quilted heart that I sewed around very gently. I added a butterfly and a flower, and down this side here I added some fabric that has the same color scheme. So we're going to go over to another. I kind of bounce around to different signatures so that everything gets as much in it as possible. There's no guarantee on anything, how anything gets in. I think I want it on the right side of a page because I think it'll do better. So, looks nice right there, doesn't it? Let's just see if we want it there or back here on one of these other pages. I think I had a page picked out to where I wanted to put it, and it was right here. I remember now. I wrote myself a little note on the page just because I liked how it fit on here. Now, because it's heavy, I'm not going to put any additional pockets. You could use the inside. I don't know. I mean, it probably would do okay. I think I will. I think I'll try it. We'll try it, but we're going to have to be, whoever ends up with it will have to know to be careful because you never know about your ephemera. You know, when it's in these books and it's being moved around. But I'm going to put a heavy amount that won't squirt out everywhere because I'm moving in a little bit. I'll just do two rows of glue here. So you can get a little something in there. Okay. Let's see what this does now. I'm going to bring it over to the side a little more because of putting it here. And this just barely fits the page. I mean, it's the exact same height as the pages. This is a 5x7 book, or 5x7 pages. Are real close to that. I don't have the measurement in front of me exactly. So we've got the top glued, the bottom glued, and making sure there's none sticking out anywhere. Thought I felt some glue for a second. Now again, I'm going to clip, especially where it attaches and where I can clip on the book because I want it to not cause problems. Got to pour some of these out. They're harder to dig out than pour out. It's crazy. Okay, so put that one right there and one in the middle. And then we'll put some on the lower portion. We'll have to come up with a journaling card that we can use. There's a little bit. You could tell I've really been working in the craft room by my Band-Aid. It looks crazy. It has been used. So, my son and his kids and wife are at Silver Dollar City. I hope they don't burn up, because it is pretty warm at that place. And so, yeah, don't want them getting too hot. My husband took my granddaughter the other day, and he said 3 hours is all he could handle. And really, he was ready to cut it short much earlier. So, also, I have this bag. This part's not really going to show, but it's two beautiful roses. And then it's got the order sheet inside. I just thought it was really cute. Then it's got a little girl in a rose garden. And so we're going to slide that in the side of a spot in the second journal. And we got to decide right here whereabouts we want to put it. It's black and white, so it doesn't have to be with anything too colorful. It'll probably look much better up against something that's not as colorful. I'm looking to see here. I would kind of like it to be maybe on the front part of the, maybe on the front part here. No. I have a hard time making decisions sometimes. That's got a good line on it. Now right here is not bad. And you get some of this color brought out. Of course, my clips are in the way that I just put down. So we'll clip it right here. Maybe. Let me see over here in the front part. I'm having a hard time deciding. These butterflies would have been a nice place, huh? I don't know. I can't decide. This might work. But it will cover up. That's the thing I have a hard time with. What's it going to cover up, you know? So let's go back over here where I first thought I liked it, which is right in here. Okay, we're going to go with this particular spot, and we're going to take the clips off that last one because it's interfering with this one. It should be dry by now. So I'm going to take this out for now. And we're going to do the same sort of thing. It's going to have this pocket here, and then it's going to have a side tuck. I don't usually put two of the same sort of thing, but I thought it would, this black and white would look cool in this book. And we've always, you know, when using burgundy or pink or a lot of different whites or whatever, a lot of times you get a lot of roses, especially if you like those two colors. And I do, if you haven't noticed. Okay, now we're going to clip this one down the same way. I'm going to pull it out to the front of the page a little bit. And make sure we got it straight. Let me look at here and make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah, it is. And if we have any glue coming off, it will always dry clear, but I don't see any. Just checking. Okay, now I'm going to put this back in at the top. because there's no glue there. But as far as this going in, we have to wait till it dries. So we'll put that right there. And we'll put it back in toward the end of decorating. Now, some of this ephemera we made together. I'm sure you guys remember that. We ran out of time. That happens a lot, doesn't it? Can only do so much in a short amount of time. Seems like an hour just flies right by. And I'm trying to work fast and skipping things, and not on purpose, just because, you know, that's how it is. I'm going to clip this back down a little bit. Just on these corners that you slide your paper in mostly. Fabri-Tac's pretty good at staying flat. Okay, so we got 3 things. 1 thing in each part. Now, of course, it's not going to be closed with those clips. So now what I thought we would do is add some, I think we just added that 1 bag. I think I want to go ahead and add this other bag. And on this other bag, I put lace and a fussy cut rose and this pretty card on there. I just liked it with this fuchsia, bright, dark pink, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to flip out from a page. So we'll go back to the first signature. Or, yeah, the first signature. Maybe I'll do it in the second half this time. And I'm going to put it somewhere that it will showcase it a little bit. But it may not be with the color I want it to be, because it has to clip on the left side of the book. So so this may not work on this one. We may have to end up putting it on the front side and then add to the back side the next time. We'll see. Let's see what we've got here. I never know which way I'm going to fold the paper. I think I like right here. I like this. I found a spot right here. Now, the only thing I don't like where it will fold over. Okay, so that one's not going to work. I have my reasons. I'll show you when we get it glued in. That would work right there. This will work. This will work also. But it's making me crazy. But it's my reason for slowing down on that. It's that pink paper that helped. Different papers work differently on what I'm wanting to do. I don't want to cover anything that can be beautiful on the other side, except maybe right here. I would do it right here. So we got to figure this out. Let's do like this. I like that it's got solid paper underneath, because it kind of hides your journaling. And so it's going to be folded in like this, which I think will be really pretty with this other picture. So the first thing you do is you fold your envelope over, right? And then you decorate to whichever side you end up folding it. So we're going to, let me get that off. We're going to fold to the left, so we're going to go ahead and put glue, glue right here along the edges, not so much that it goes all over the page on the other side. You know, some of it might bleed through, but that's okay. I just mean leak out from under this little fold. Okay, so now what I do is I usually lay it over and slide this up to the height I want it to be so that it gets right up in the bag, the little sack. And then you press that down right there so it can be as close as possible. Then you fold over your bag. That way it's all straight when you're done. Then you push here on the front. You want to make sure it's folding. I used my bone folder when I made it, when I just folded this over, and no glue is leaking on the outside of that side. So let's look over here, because you can always leak on both sides. There's a little bit right here. You just want to rub it out while it's still damp. I mean, it can dry for a second, but you don't want to leave it long enough to stay dried. And then this is going to go right out this way. We'll just rub it off. Now, I use washi tape on this usually, but I like the pink. I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm going to watch and see how well it does, but if not, I'm going to add washi tape. I only like to do that if it looks as if it's not going to hold, but this is really glued down super nice. And I made this for that little bag. I just used it on, I need to trim some of this off right here. I'm noticing it's kind of sticking out. Cut it a little long. So I made these tags a long time ago, and I forgot, I inked the back, but it's not very dark. And I put a button here, and I stitched through the button so it looks more realistic. And some of the trim, let me trim it off the other side. I must have been half asleep. It actually was the last thing I did last night. Okay, so there we go. And the button will be at the top so it's not as much in the way. Okay, so we put that in the second signature. So all signatures have something. Now, let's start back toward the front. And this was put in the front of the signature, like the first page actually. Normally I put them inside the book cover, but it's kind of busy with the wallpaper pockets. Yeah, this is going to be so cute when we're done. Okay, so now I've got the bags done. Let me move over to the pockets. I have several pockets. So I'm going to lay them out here. And there's 4 pockets there. I've got 4 side tucks and an extra pocket here. Okay, so we have 4 side tucks also. So that ought to give us plenty of pockets in this book. Okay, so we're going to go to the second half of the first journal. Or the first, oh my goodness, I give up. The first signature. Okay, so I really like this page. And I would like for it to have this darker image on it. This darker pocket. What do you guys think? Or we can have it here, which ends up being on the other side too. I just think that it will set better on this side. Okay, that's where it's going then. Because it's a little larger than the other pockets, and I want to make sure everything lays down nicely. I always have a reason for my madness. I'm going to put a blob of glue along each edge. Want it to stick down really well. All of these pockets are made out of old book pages or music sheets. And it's my favorite way to do them. I think they look the most fun that way. So there we go. Now again, when you use the book page ones that's been decoupaged, and this one has been decoupaged, you're going to get more bulk, okay? And that's how it works. So I'm going to add up near the spine, I'm going to add one of these little paper clip things so that we can hold that down as good as possible, and then hold the rest down with clips. We've got plenty. I see people use the glitter glue to add pockets and so forth, and I just feel like I could never get mine to go down just putting a little teeny tiny strip of glue. I just couldn't. If it was made like this, especially, it would not be down to my satisfaction. So, you know, you have to decide how you want them made. Also, when you make them, you want to think about stuff like that. Okay. And I know that Fabri-Tac's expensive and sometimes it's hard. Here is the bird that is going to go in that. Remember the 3, and I added some beautiful tea stained paper in the back, and these birds, and put a topper on it. And this will go in here when it dries up. Okay. So we're going to go over to, let's see, we did the front spine already. We know it's got something. Let's see what's going on in the second half of the spine. Nothing. So, let's do maybe a couple of these side tucks. The question is, which ones? You can put them together across pages. If you have 2 pages that coordinate and they look good together. And that's what I'm trying to find right now. Some that will look good together. My, oh my, which ones do I want to use? Now these would work. Let me see what I've got. This one would work right here nicely. And they don't have to be together. Just remember that. They do not have to be on the same pages and across from each other, even though they might look alike. I used to think they had to be on pages next to each other for them to look right, but I've come to learn that's not true. You put them where you want them to be. And we've got 4, so we should have plenty of pockets. And this should do fine. And I'll go back and add tags to all of these side tucks when it's all nice and dry. Got a little bit of glue there. Not much. Okay, there's that one. Now, I think I want to go ahead and go back one and add one. Oh, no, I put that in the second half. No, that was the first half. I want to put one back here because I don't want this to end up not very full. So we can do this one here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And what I do is I just take a card, a journaling card like this that's already pretty and doesn't need much decorating, and I just corner one side on one card and the other side on the other. That way I have choices of which side of the book to put it on. Should the paper I want it on be in the right side. Okay. There's that one, nice and down. No glue floating everywhere, I don't think. Let me make sure. Thought I felt something. Yep, just a little right here. Of course, I don't want the paper sticking together. So we got to get that off. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go to the third signature. And I think by now these should be down pretty good. So I'm going to unclip them. And still might not be dry enough to put the items in. So I'm going to wait on those. Don't want them sticking to the side. And the same here. Okay. So we've got to work on this signature now. Okay, so I really like the way that looks. So I'm going to do that one while we're right there because it looks good in that spot. If I can get this glue off my finger. There we go. I really don't count when I'm making stuff. I just kind of make it. And I go with what fits in the book appropriately, you know. And I've seen someone do this same paper collection, which is, and I'm going to tell you who it is. Just a second, if I can find that on my desk. There's an ephemera collection and a paper collection, I believe is how it was. And I saw a lady do mixed media all over this particular kit, but I was going to go back and look and see what all she did because I thought it'd be fun to do something different, but I couldn't find her. But I know the creators are Nectar's Creations. Nectar Creations. And their website is www.etsy.com/shop/Nectar's Creation. Okay, and that's who I got this kit from. I just loved the colors in it, and I was just like, well, I gotta do that. That's all there is to it. And I always think I'm going to do whatever I see that I think will look good, and then I usually end up not doing that. Because it's something new and something different. Sometimes, you know, I know how to do mixed media, but how can you make it look great on your book? Well, I may still go back and do some splatters of mixed media. That's going to be a surprise if I do. Because, you know, it's stepping out on a finished book, and it makes you a little nervous to think, okay, is that okay to do? Well, you have to decide. Let's put this one right there. Although, I think I'm going to wait on that one. I think I want to put one of these rose ones back here. Or let me look at the clock ones. The clock ones are pretty too. Maybe I'll do the clock one. Let's put it back here. So this is one that I had to do after we got, no, this one, I had one clock one, and I had to go back and make a clock one, and I don't remember if it was on video or not. So this is the one I matched up to the one I've had for some time. Okay. There we go. So yeah, this is the one I made to kind of match the other one, except it has more green in it and blue. So I matched them as much as I could. Okay, where is I'm filling glue. This one is definitely going to need some clips. Okay. Trying to get it off there without getting it in my trim. Crazy thing. I have to be careful on that part before. I didn't think about it. Okay, now let's clip these down. I'm just going to put a long paper clip here. Take the sticky part apart. It's already trying to stick to the other side. I'll put this right there. Try to hold the inside down. Goofy, goofy thing. Yeah, you know, after you decoupage these book pages, sometimes they like to curl. And that does make it a little harder to, you know, get it to cooperate. Okay, so that one's in. I'm going to put the tag right there. We're going to go back to the first signature. Let's see what we can do over here. Now, we have that same style pocket, which I think would look nice right here by this house. So we can do it like this. Do the same sort of thing. But I really don't want them all real super close together. Let me look. Kind of like to spread out the love. This would be pretty too. Yeah, it's got blueberries on it, so we'll go with this one. On this tea stain or coffee stain. Sometimes I can't tell the difference after it's done. I don't like super dark, but I'm using some that I have that's super dark because it was a lot of work for someone. I ordered it, and I love her work, and I will order from her again. I'll just get it a little lighter. Most of these ladies are willing to do whatever is your work style. Okay. Got glue all over me just then. of course, in the same spot. Why does it do that? There's some right there. I think it's because I know these are super thick and I don't want them to come off. Okay, now let's get some clips going here. Oh, there they are. Well, there's a couple of them. Let me get some more. This takes more time than, sorry, I just stuck my big old head in there. There they are. I thought, what happened to my other ones? Thought maybe they disappeared. Oh, there one went on the floor, but I've got enough here. Back here, we'll clip this one on and try to get it to hold this side of the page down. So I like it to hold it down in the center there as well. Okay, there's that one. Keep the tag there for now. Now we're going to go back to the second signature, or this, yes, the second signature, and see. We just had that there, so we can put one in here somewhere. Just got to find it. Find the right spot. Ooh, that's going to be a pretty spot to put one. Okay, so this time we're going to do, we got both those other ones done. I really need to see where all I have pockets. There's 2 pockets in the first signature. So we need to not put any more pockets there. Okay, let's see. Let's look in the, I got one of the bags right there. Let's see. There's a side tuck. So let's put one in here. Okay, so do we want, which one do we want? We're going to do a rose page because it's so pretty. We'll do it right here. It's got some white lace on it too, see right there. And a little bit of hang off. And you know, it's going to be stiff until you loosen it up a little bit. I always try to loosen them up before I put them in the books, if I can. Let's get some of that off. We'll have that leaking out everywhere. Here we go. Put it right here and hold it for a second because we've got quite a curve in the book at this point. Sometimes you just don't know how it's going to fit from page to page. And this one is going to go underneath and hold down this corner as best as it can. We'll have to pull some off pretty soon so we don't run out of clips. And there we go, right there. Okay, we're gonna let that one float around for a bit, and let's look in the back. This is probably ready to go in. It's gonna go right there. I think we can, how long's this been clipped? That one's not been clipped very long, so we'll leave it. And let's see. Let's see what's in the front. We need to put a pocket right in here somewhere. Ooh, that rose paper would be pretty to be next to, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. But would the lace be prettier? Yes. I like the lace better. Okay. It's hard to decide, isn't it? Where do I put it? Gotta hang on to it. I hope you guys are staying busy crafting. It's been too hot to do much of anything else here. And of course, I'm just trying to get started back from time off. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Now, since this was the first one we clipped, we'll unclip it so we can work on the next one. We'll let the glue go a little bit longer on that one. And we'll glue this one down with, or hold this one down with our clip. I tell you, my grandsons have grown up so much. It's like I don't even know them. My senior high, he's going into senior high, and he'll be 18 in October. He is going to take a couple college courses. And he said, I don't know if I'm going to college yet, Grammy, but I'm going to take them because I need them for high school credit too. I can use them for high school credit. He can't decide what he's going to do. You know how some of them don't. They're sick of going to school and they just don't want to commit right away. Well, we got a couple of those already. And I think one brother will follow the other brother. I hope they make their own decisions in that sort of thing. You never know. So there's that tag. We'll let it dry. Now, we have one more side tuck. And I really don't remember where I put them all. So maybe we'll go back to the beginning. Where do I not have very much? There's a lot of places I don't have very much, but we're not done yet. There's going to be more room. Plus, we have to decorate our bags and put our envelopes in, and all of that takes bulk, which, you know, because I did 3 signatures, you know, there's not quite as much room for just anything. just to be throwing something in there. How about we do this here? Okay. I gotta clean my glue off. It's not cooperating super well. Okay, here we go. It's funny with junk journals. I mean, this is not as junky as it could be. You have junk journals, you have nicer journals, you have, you know, they can be made lots of different ways. This is really not what I would really call junk. Because it has, you know, a lot of good pages. It has a lot of old pages too. But it's hard to decide when you're making it, you know, what to give what. Okay, so we got to let those stay clipped for a little bit because they're in need of that. We don't have much there. It feels like we don't have enough here or there, but really, you know, we have a lot in here. I made as much as I normally do. Let's see if this little guy can slide right in. He's all glued down, nice and neat. He's gonna go inside. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till, I know, I'm gonna let him glue down really good. I'm just not gonna take a chance of pulling them up. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see. That one hasn't been down super long, but it's probably the next one. Yeah, well, let's give it a minute. So we're gonna have this guy to put down, and I want to find a particularly fun spot for him. Maybe in the second signature of the first one. Let's just see. There's some green in that one. I wanted to kind of put it with something that has green in it. That one does. Let me hold it there for now, and then let me go back here. Okay. I don't want it back there. It has plenty going on in the back signature. Okay, there's a lot more back there than you know, I try to balance it out as best I can, but it's really not all that easy. Let's see. I like that. Let's put that right there. This is the winning spot. Now, you have a pocket right here to fill still. And this has already got 3 cards. So we're only gonna glue it down. Or we are gonna glue it down all over. It's made out of paper, a lighter weight paper. So we don't want to put it in one of the wallpapers that I have from TaylorMade Swift. TaylorMade Swift. Oh, hello. Wake up a little bit, Paula. TaylorMade journals. Goodness. Anyway, I'm actually not asleep. We've got a little guy that's hanging out with us today, if you want to call him that. He weighs over 100 pounds. I don't know exactly how much he weighs, but he weighs a lot. And he's like a big old puppy. Although he's older, you know, he's not a baby. Oh, he's more than 5 or 6, maybe even close to 10. I don't think he's close to 10. But anyway, he's less than 10. His name's Arrow. Like the bow and arrow. He is a lab. He's a male lab that is so gentle. I've never seen anything like it. He comes in and sees me and every part of his body starts wiggling. It is so cute. And my son was eating breakfast this morning. He was sitting in the living room talking with me, eating breakfast. And the dog come up to him and just thought about getting food off his tray. And he said, just like that. That's all he did was point at him. And he backed away, just like he knew if he ate that food, he was done for. And he's so trained. And they're not mean to him at all. He's just a gentle, loving pup. That's what I call him. He's big, and Sadie is afraid of him, but she's not afraid of him. Last time they got along great once they got over being scared of each other. He was just as scared of her as she was of him. And that's the time she screamed like a human being when she saw him. We all still laugh about that because it was so funny. She sounded just like a person screaming, and, you know, wow. Okay, so we also have another one that holds 3 tags. And I made this out of just paper, and I just folded it in half and folded the ends down and folded it into each other. And I know I've shown this on a video not that long ago, probably. So you should be able to find it. A lot of people have done it. I know Shabba Dabba Doodah, Tina over there, has done it because I think that's where I saw it. And so, yeah, there's a lot of good things on all these different channels to observe and watch. And so, let's see, what do we got back here? Got one little thing right there, right? How about we find a spot to put this one. It's hard to decide on these things. Okay. I think I'm going to do it right there. If for some reason you can't find where I did this video, let me know and I will do a video on how to make these. I've got some other tutorials coming up. So, probably what we'll do next before I start another journal. I'm about to get ready to start my fall journals. So if you don't have a fall journal yet, stand by. I usually love them to be beautiful. And I know that sounds crazy. But I like my fall books to be pretty. Because it's my favorite time outside of Christmas to do journals, you know. And of course, I got glue coming out every way, but I'm going to take these out for now so they don't get clipped down, because I think I'm going to have to clip this little guy, which is going to come off of the back one. Let's see. Oh, this one has a, we could still clip it. I'll just do it like this and like this. I like to turn them upside down. I feel like it does more of a flat, it's more flat when they do it, they clip on. Okay, where did it go? Right there. Get a clip over here. So maybe I'll get a clip here. All right. We'll just put one on each corner and it should hold it down. Maybe. Maybe. One more. Why not one more? Can get my left hand to work like I want it to. It's just being difficult. There we go. Now these tags go here, and we'll wait on that to dry. Let's go back here and go ahead and unhook this one. That's half unhooked already. Well, maybe not that one. Yeah, not that one. This is it. It's been hooked the longest. I'm probably the only person around that clips these, but I just don't like to take a chance. Okay, and it is a hassle, but you know, you do what you got to do. All right, so let's look on this second half back here in the middle and see. I think this would be pretty right here. Now, these are fold out. They fold out, you glue the back down, it folds out like this, okay? And you journal on it. And so that's how that works. And they're fun. And I clip them closed so they don't get in the way of anything. And they're simple to make. You just cut an 8.5 by, let's see, no, you cut 4 inches, I believe. Maybe 3. Let me check, and I can tell you for sure. We'll measure it. They are 3.5. 3.5 inches. Now I lost my place. You would know, right? There it is. 3.5 inches is how wide they are. And then the length of a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. So it'd be 11 inches long. You fold the 2 ends in like an envelope, and then you cover them and decorate them. And they're cute as a button. And I will decorate a clip to clip these down when I do clips, which is a touch-up thing I usually do. And okay, that looks like it's down nicely. Doesn't need any clips. Okay, so now I have some, I need to see how it's going as far as how much ephemera. We don't want it to be so big that you can't get it closed, okay? I'm going to come up here and take some clips off of this part in the front. And sometimes it's hard to stop, but you got to remember that as you write in it, you also decorate it. And if I have a lot of stuff left over, I can send some with it. But we have some envelopes to decorate. We have a lot going on here. but we also have a lot of pages. So, yeah, that's staying on beautifully. I love doing those clips. I love doing the sacks as I take the clip off. So these are the tags that come with the journaling pages. And let me see. Okay, is that everything? Okay, this one gets its clips off. Now, usually, I make this one like this out of book pages. I just so happened to make one when I was doing this. Just because I thought it'd be fun to, you know, to do something different with it. Now, it's going to get a tag at the top. And I know I've got some extras here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in right here so we can kind of tell what we're working with. Okay, and if you decide, maybe we'll change that one. Maybe we'll do this one. Look how pretty it turned out. This is the one that opens up. Since we have a lot of lace going on here, we'll just put some lace on this one and tuck it in this pocket here. It opens up and you can do a lot of journaling inside of this tag. You always have to watch your ephemera because it will get bent back. Sometimes I may have to glue it down some more. We'll see. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, there's that. And then we've got this tucked in. Let's see what else we've got that needs to be tucked in. Some of it I just pulled them and left them lying outside of the, that will need a tag also. How about this tag? It turned out really pretty too. I need some more small tags. I may have to get into the kit. I have more. Trust me, I have plenty of tags in my scrap room. There you go. And let's see. I'm just wanting to know how thick it is so I can decide how many. This one needs a journaling card right there. Let me find one. We want some pretty roses on it. That one's really pretty. I'll ink it, but we're going to put it in for right now. Okay. And it's already got a paper inside to journal on. Here's this one. Okay. We've got this pocket back here to fill as well, which I was thinking we could fill with this really pretty envelope. I just think it's so pretty. It's got journaling stuff inside. And we'll see. I may change my mind on that. Let's just keep going here. Don't want to miss anything. I got to put journaling cards in all the bags that are in the signatures and all the envelopes that are in the signatures. Got quite a few. I think we've gotten everything back into its space. This one does not hold anything but itself. But it's so cute, and I'll put a cute clip on there. Now this one needs a, yeah, that'll fit there nicely. Don't have one for this yet. I'll have to do up one, but I'll go through this several times. there's that. It's all ready to go. It has its tag with it. I have a lot of tags that are already made. I can probably pull some of those out and use them. And here we've got this little guy. This one goes on top, the burgundy one. Let's go ahead and take the clips off here. This one I pulled to the left. And you can do them however you want. I just came up with different ways. Now you have to stick these in the right spot, because if you don't, it will come out the bottom, okay? These are made to be tucked in between those two pages. Oh, I love that. There'll be more of those coming along. And let's see, here's another one that needs an envelope. I'm kind of looking for the next one that needs an envelope on the opposite side for that tag. But it's made different. Oh my goodness, I think we've gone through it all for now. Now we are going to have some envelopes. Like this is an envelope that matches the front of the book. I used that image on the front of the book. And so, yeah, it's going to match that. So I'm trying to find something that it will go well with, which I think just about anything. It will go well with just about anything. And I will clip these on with a pretty clip also. It has journaling pages in it. When do I find the next place for the next card? Let's see. I have one more card that I want to put in like a journaling page. I'm going to put it in the third or second. Let's see. I like to find, you know, something pretty to go along with it. So here is a pretty picture. I don't like to put them on there. I like to put them on the ones that aren't going to be, have anything over the top that I don't want to cover in the back. Does that make sense? So here's this one, and it's so fun. I did a collage on this one, and I will use a clip on this one as well. This will be tied with sari silk. I'm going to put this little clip right there for now, and it may end up staying there. Who knows, right? Okay, so I know I still have the majority of this stuff in the book, and I still have a few things made that I'm not sure about unless I need them. And right now, where I thought I might need them, I don't. And I don't know. They're not really something I want to put in all that much. I'm going to change this one out and put this butterfly one right here. And that butterfly may keep it from staying down in there. Maybe not. Maybe we need to put it on the other side. I know why I did that now. But this one looks really nice there. Let's go back up here where we had the other pink one in the first section. Just got to find it. But it will go in the one up here eventually. Okay, I bet we're out of time. I just thought about the time. Oh my goodness, we have to go. We are 14 minutes over. I am so sorry, guys. If you hung in there with me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video which may or may not be the flip through, but there'll be another video coming up soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.